Morning, YTPC. Smoking Fred coming at you. Beautiful Saturday morning. Yeah, it's right around sunrise time here where I'm at in the Carolinas. I actually slept in until about 6 o'clock today. Been getting up at 4:30 this week, working some government work. And they work from 6 till 2, so I got the afternoons off. I've been up near the Dulles area. But it allows me to hang out at a cigar shop, Route 7 Cigars. In the afternoons, get a little bit more work done, get caught up on some things, and enjoy a pipe or two. Emmy owns the place. Good little shop. They have a handful of pipes in there, and they mostly have bulk blends. I grabbed their last tin tobacco they had when I was in there because I like to support the shops. It was Peterson Standard mixture from 2020, so it's already got 4 years of age on it. So needless to say, they don't tend to move much of that stuff. But we're getting to that time of year where you definitely got to keep your lighter in your pocket, otherwise it won't work because it's getting chilly out. But got a video I've been meaning to do for a bit. And seen some people show off some of their collections that they have, pipe collections, tobacco, etc. So I decided it was time to show off my little pipe collection. But first, get to the housekeeping. Since it's early morning, figured I'd smoke something that hits good early in the morning, what it was kind of made for. And that would be, of course, none other than Country Squire's Cowboy Coffee. Because cowboys are known for getting up early, and coffee, it's good for good in the morning. So, but this blend, it's Kentucky and Virginia, and I think there might be some burley in there. I forget off the top of my head, but this blend, I can smoke this every morning. I don't often have a pipe early in the morning, but this one hits really good in the morning, especially on a cooler day. It's about 45 out right now. And I'm smoking it out of a Bones Small Paul. It was made by Chris Morgan over at Morgan Pipes. Their Bones line. I've been smoking this one a good bit. I've had it for maybe 2 months or so, but get some nice color onto it. It's a great little smoker. Hangs effortlessly. It's so light. I do wish the bit was a hair thinner, but for the $45 or so that I paid for this, can't beat it. Being that it is a full bent pipe, it does gurgle from time to time. But I'm fine with that. So I also have a little cup of coffee this morning as I show off my little pipe collection. So I got a dozen pipes in my little pipe collection. So we start off with these, I think it's a dozen if I counted correctly. We start off with this Small Paul, and then I have another Bones pipe, the Pocket Bulldog. So a little pipe that I have. It's got a little bit bigger of a bowl than the Small Paul, but it's a nice little quick-ish smoke for me. I smoke slower than the average person, I would say, from what I've seen on Facebook groups and other online pipe communities, but most of these pipes, I would say, are probably a 45-minute or less smoke for me. And then next up, I have this Boswell twist pipe. Got a nice little twist on it. Even goes right onto the stem. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the twist goes seamlessly from the briar right onto the stem. And it's another nice little pipe. Quick smoke. This one hits really well with London Burley. I was up in the Chambersburg Boswell store this past Memorial Day weekend, right after, the Tuesday after, with the wife. We did some antiquing. And we were looking through to see what they had, and she saw that one. She's like, "Oh, this one's so cute." And I'm like, "All right, I'm going to buy it." So, but it's a great little smoker. Got a vulcanite stem, which these two bone ones are acrylic. I do prefer the vulcanite slightly, but not by much. Vulcanite's a little more comfortable for me to clench, and I clench a lot. But you have to make sure you do the upkeep on them and keep them oiled so they don't oxidize. Keep them out of the sun. Keep them out of fluorescent lights. But you know, I guess it's only a slight edge. You know, the type of material on the stem typically doesn't sway me or dissuade me from buying one pipe versus another. Next pipe in the lineup is another Chris Morgan pipes. And this one, I did a review on this one a while back. This is a Briar cigar. Looks like a cigar. Take the cap off. And it's got a chamber. You pack your tobacco in the end. And this one only, the chamber's about yay big. And then there's a calabash chamber here, a place for the smoke to expand and cool. But one of the nicest things about this, in my opinion, is you can pack it and put it in your pocket, and you don't get tobacco everywhere. It doesn't spill. And you can also smoke it for 5-10 minutes, cap it, put it back in your pocket. Once again, won't spill. And one of the things I love about pipes is they are a commitment for time, and you can set them down. I've set my pipes down for 2 to 3 days. That's about the limit where it really starts to get too dry and loses the flavor. But if it's within 24 hours, 48 hours, I'll pick it back up and finish it off. Every now and again, if I've had I've had a couple of pipes between then, and I say, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that one," and I come back, I might not even remember what blend was in it, so it's kind of a surprise. And it's also interesting to see some of the blends that have a lot of Virginias in them, the delayed gratification technique. This is also the time of the year when you can see your breath and you're not sure if your pipe's still lit. So, moving on. Next one I also did a video on a little bit back. It was a VR for somebody. It was about your least favorite pipe. I apologize, I forget who that VR was for. But this little guy, it's a no-name briar pipe. No stamping or anything, but made in Italy, I apologize. But this is what's called a pocket pipe. And the idea is, if you have a shirt pocket, you can stick it in there and it's doubled over and can stay in there. And when you want to smoke, you just spin the stem around and enjoy it. But this pipe has an oval bowl and can't run a pipe cleaner through the stem, obviously, if it starts to gurgle on you. And the shape of the bowl, it's hard to get an even burn. It tends to burn the tobacco on this side, and then you have to kind of squish the tobacco from this side and sweep it back that way. And it's an awkward pipe. I love it because of it's unique and interesting, and There are a lot of pocket pipes out there, but it came in an estate lot that I got, and I love it. I also got this one, which is this one's a Wally Frank pipe. Another pocket pipe. And this one can be tough to smoke because it sometimes gets clogged. But another pocket pipe design. Spin the stem around. This one, the bowl's kind of angled in, and it's fairly cylindrical if you look at it from the right angle. And it smokes decent. And it's got a flat bottom, so it's a sitter. The one thing I did notice about it, I can't push the stem all the way in. You see there's a little bit of a gap there. And it does set down a little further, but by pushing it down, it actually blocks the airway and restricts the flow. Next was, I think the first little pipe I got. It was in an estate lot with a bunch of cobs. One of these little mini Missouri Meerschaums. And this was stamped Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, so I guess it was probably bought in a surf shop in Myrtle Beach, but it was completely unsmoked. And I say was, that is no more. And then its brother from Missouri Meerschaum is one of these little hardwood pokers, mini hardwoods. I picked this up in a tobacco shop in downtown Savannah. I forget the name of the shop off the top of my head. But they had a decent selection of pipes and tobacco, bulk and tinned. They had decent prices, if I recall, on the pipes. The tinned tobacco was a little pricey, and I was going to be there for like another 2 weeks, and I don't want to feel like messing around with trying to get some bulk tobacco and having to put it in Ziplocs and hope it doesn't dry out before I get home and can jar it. And I want to support them, so bought that, and I think I bought some pipe cleaners and maybe some butane or something like that. But it's a nice little pipe. It's nice and light, short-ish smoke. You know, it was $5. I mean, $5 pipe, you can't go wrong. And these are on Missouri Meerschaum's website. I hadn't seen them prior to that, but they're in the default order. They're like on page 6 or page 7, so most people don't get there because they're just a classic. And these two are on their website, so if you're buying something from them, I mean, honestly, next time I place an order, I'm probably going to pick up a couple of those mini, another 1 or 2 minis. I think they've got a green one right now that I might pick up and gift to my wife for Christmas because she loves green. Next one is this pipe, and the intent of this is not for tobacco. Buddy of mine was at a music festival over in Cary, North Carolina, and this company was there selling pipes. I'm not going to say what it's for, but most of y'all can probably figure out by the name and the shape of it. But this is made out of oak from bourbon barrels. And it's got this little flap to kind of cover up your bowl. You can spin it up out of the way. Pack a bowl. It originally came with a little strainer screen thing to put in there to hold your, shall we say, tobacco. But I don't use that, so I get a little bit more in there. But this is another one like the Briar cigar. Yeah, I like it because I can pack it, and then I can throw it. I can close it up and throw it in my bag, and tobacco's not going to spill everywhere. It's a little awkward. Can't clench it, obviously, because it doesn't really have a bit on it. But, not bad for a little smoke. And this one, of course, people are always going to ask you, what you got in that pipe? Oh, I got tobacco. You know, wacky tobacco? No, just tobacco. And next up, got this little case. And when I ordered this, I did not actually look at the listing and check the size of the bowls. But I thought a pair of meerschaum pipes for about 90 bucks, 99, something like that. That's too good to be true. And it's from someone who I've bought from before and they have quality products. Well, a pair of mini meerschaums. And there's like a rusticated bent Dublin and then a full bent Paul. And when I first opened it, I said, man, I screwed up. These pipes are so small. They're like a little toy. But these are some of my favorite little pipes. And this one, it hangs so effortlessly. That hook on there, I'm at Govem, nailed that. And this one is just a classic little pipe. But I use these for samplers. I love taking them to pipe shows when someone says, hey, you want to try some tobacco? I can literally just have a little tobacco. And most people think they're super cute, so. Next up is this little, I think this is a Kirsten. Doesn't have any stamping on it or anything, but it's a metal pipe. It's designed to collect the moisture at this end. You can take this cap off and drain it. The bowl has a screw in the bottom of it. You probably can't see it, but they could technically get different bowls for it. Screw-on stem with a stinger. So it's supposed to be a very dry smoke. I don't know because I have not packed this one and smoked it yet. It's the only one in my little pipe group that I have not smoked yet. And then lastly, I have this little mini Rhodesian. And this one I picked up from Ben Smith over at Redeem Pipes a while back. It's got a bone stem. I don't know if that'll come into focus or not, and it's not by any means in perfect shape. I wish it would come into focus a little better, but anyway. Well, that's a little Rhodesian. There's no stamping on it. It ain't perfect, but stem's just a tiny little bit on the loose side, and it's a little bit off center, but it's a fun little pipe. Totally messes with the proportion of my head, you know. But yeah, I got today kind of off. I do have a little bit of work to take care of and catch up on. Got some brackets I need to modify that didn't fit quite right. I also have my men's church group this morning I'm gonna check out. I haven't been there since like March because of life and schedules and everything, and like I said in my last video, life is what happens when you're busy making plans, so I'm just kind of got to roll with it sometimes. But anywho, I'm gonna finish off my cowboy coffee and my little cup of coffee, and I'm gonna get to my day and get some stuff accomplished. And I want to encourage y'all to be a better person today than you were yesterday, and a better person tomorrow than you were today. Smoking Fred, out.